Welcome everybody to Rasa's Silent Monday or Sunday meditation. Go ahead and get your setup. So for these short meditations, I like to sit because it brings more awakeness to your meditation. But if you're less experienced or if sitting bothers you, feel free to lie down with your knees supported and your spine straight. That's the most important thing, is to have a straight spine. So you might want to have something under your bottom and then a little support under your knees to make a nice triangle of support so you can relax into your sitting. So go ahead and get your setup set up. All right. Take a moment to settle into your overall intention for meditation. Lately I have my long arc, my long-term meditation basically for helping me still my mind, letting go of old impressions, being in a state of internal freedom, less identified with my struggles, less identified with, hey, you looking at me? You looking at me? Getting less identified with those things, being able to bring in more spaciousness in my life. An inner sense, the Buddhist sense of joy that is free from suffering, that being inseparable from that joy. It's just the joy of being. And as I say in my reading every week, the radiant, constant sense of compassion and love that's there every day for all of us. The less identified we are with sort of our material challenges. So, take a moment to focus on whatever it is that motivates you to meditate. Get a sense of the feeling. Why are we sitting? Why do we do this? Why do we sit still for 20 minutes? What are we reaching for? And in our meditation, when we get distracted, when the mind is chatting, it will. What am I going to make for dinner tonight? What did my sister say? That's fine. In the onion of our being, right? The faster, more chatty parts of our being are going to be going along. But the inner part becomes more and more still the more we practice our meditation. And we're learning to reside and rest and anchor more in the part that's able to still. If you're beginning, you may not notice, you may just feel like you're sitting there thinking for 20 minutes. But I promise the inner part is slowing down a little bit. And you keep practicing, you'll get there. I promise you will. Especially these group meditations, even silly YouTube live stream meditations. There's a presence. We're doing it together. It's like exercise class, I work out harder in an exercise class with people than by myself. I mean, by myself, I don't even work out. But the group energy really helps. Okay, so we have our intention, we have that feeling. And we know when we become aware that we're thinking, then we can remember, oh yeah, I can think all day, it's okay. I'll come back to these thoughts. Don't worry. The thoughts will be back. Whatever I'm thinking isn't as important as my goal, that feeling I'm looking for, that I'm bringing to my life. It's hard to just focus on emptiness and stillness because there's nothing there, right? So for me, coming back to, oh yeah, I'm doing this because I'm wanting something, I have an intention. It's really helpful. So you may have a phrase that you put on the breath, when you breathe in. So one I say is, you can breathe, as you're breathing in, you think emptiness. As you're breathing out, you think stillness. Another favorite of mine is, as I'm breathing in, I think breathing in. As I'm breathing out, I think breathing out. And I like that one because then it helps me focus on the sensation of just breathing in and breathing out. And for me, focusing on sensation, again, that's less of chatter, right? Because you have something to focus your mind. Another one that's lovely is to pick a saint or prophet or bodhisattva that resonates for you, a teacher, and just really focus on their being and what you feel from them. You can focus on that. I find that more difficult. I find that better for very short meditations, whatever works for you. So we have our intention. We have our supported seat with a straight spine. Now we have our reading. To understand how prayer or meditation works, consider the sun, which shines everywhere without hesitation or hindrance. It continuously radiates all its power, warmth, and light without differentiation. When the earth turns, it appears to us that the sun no longer shines. If we are in a deep, dark mine shaft, it's not the fault of the sun that we feel cold. Or if we close our eyes, it's not the sun's fault we don't see the light. The sun's blessings are all-pervasive, whether we are open to them or not. Through meditation, we come out of the mine shaft, open our eyes, become receptive to enlightened presence, the omnipotent love and compassion that exists for all beings. Let's become receptive. Go ahead and get in your seat. I'm going to start the timer, and let's go together. Keeping your eyes closed. You can wiggle your toes and fingers if you feel ready. Keeping your attention on the inner world, the state that we've cultivated. Letting your eyelids gently open with your attention inwards. So letting yourself not become drawn outwards, keeping yourself inside. Close your eyes again, recentering yourself. And letting your eyelids open again, remembering this state. You can rest in here anytime. All right. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. See you next week.